What's going on today is the 22nd of May 2024 and it's a Wednesday and I've gotten a little behind schedule here on posting updates, but sometimes life just gets in the way. We were traveling and end of school year stuff for the kids. So anyways, long story short, if you don't want to watch the whole video, in the last week or so I have basically closed out, I think I closed out like 3 trades in XSP, which was basically everything. And then I closed out 2 trades in the MES futures account. And that resulted in, and that was all because of winners. So currently I am up to 1958. This says 1961 right now. So that's, you know, that's not an all-time high, but it's gaining back a lot. Like I'm getting close 2035, whereas before, you know, starting off the year I was messing with all those extra hedges and stuff, the whatever, Sweet Bobby hedge, Black Swan hedge, whatever the heck you want to call it, and I wasn't getting credit for those. So I was, you know, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, or maybe 1 step forward, 2 steps back. So I'm finally out of all that crap, and yeah, I'm finally making money here. So that's good on there. And on the defined risk account, I am at an all-time high. So 30.75, and look at that, I'm up another 10, 12 bucks. So 200 bucks on the year. I'm up 7.5% on the year. So that's not quite as good as the market, but the market's just gone straight up. So we had a slight pullback there in, I guess, April, but yeah, which didn't trigger really any of the hedges. But anyways, I'll take it. I'm making money. That's better than what I've done in the past. So that's basically it for the overall, you know, overview. I have opened up a couple trades here in the last couple of days, but the market has done absolutely nothing for the last 5 days, and IV's super low. I'm hoping to get some sort of down day, and it'd be nice to open up one of these positions on a down day, but nothing is happening yet. All right, so if we dive into the details here a little bit and we open all these up, this one, I don't think much has changed here except that I had a few really old free hedges and they finally expired worthless, so they got zeroed out. And which is crazy because I think I had one of these was the first one I ever opened. And where was that? Yeah, I think this 112, nope, wrong count. This free hedge was somewhere, yeah, right here, 517. This is like the first, this is one of the stupid Black Swan hedge I started to mess with. That was on the whole time. Lost me, I mean, look at this. Had I not done this, I'd be up on the year. That lost me $234.81. And I just didn't even need it. It wasn't worth the time, wasn't worth the effort, but this is one of the first trades I put on because I thought I was exposed by starting off on these 112s, but the reality is you're not really. I mean, there's always a chance, right? But even if you're first starting out, you know, the market's got to tank like 5, 10, 15%. And then even if it does, you would just stop out, you know, your 2 shorts. So anyways, learn that lesson. I'd be up on the year. And if it wasn't for this one stupid hedge alone, let alone these other ones I put on. So anyways, that's finally off the books, finally locked in. Yeah, I made a little note here, Sweet Bobby / Black Swan hedge, waste of time and money. Sorry, man. I appreciate the free info you guys give out, but it's not for me. Because especially once this whole campaign starts going, you have the hedges built in, right? So yeah, to me it just doesn't make sense. You're trying to catch the once a decade sell-off of 20 or 30% over like a month or 2 months, and yeah, it's just not worth it. Now Not in my book, not in my opinion. Maybe that tune will change someday when I finally have to experience one of those. But yeah, I mean, ES sold off like 7% or something in April, and none of those hedges like really kicked in. I could have taken some off for like real small winners, but it's not like it expired in the profit tent or anything like that. And that's where you make all the money, is close to expiration, and you get way down into the profit tent. Finally done with that. These are just more free hedges. They have 30 days to go. That's that. For this expiration, I closed out 2. I accidentally closed out the one a little early because I got mixed up, but I still got $45 out of it versus I try to shoot for 50 usually. So the one I closed out early, kind of early on accident, was this 112-8, which is this triangle hedge. I like having one of those on per like expiration. So I was in this for 38 days, and then if I come over here after fees, yep, that's it. So I got $45.60 I've locked in, where usually I try to get like at least 50 bucks. So I miscalculated. I was looking at the pre-fee, because pre-fees I got 55 bucks. So anyways, that's now a free hedge. This triangle hedge is now on there, so that's great. Let's see, where's this start at? 4,900. So that's kind of far away. If the market drops like 8%, 10%, I'll start making a lot of money on that one. But at this rate, again, nothing really seems to phase the market. So that 7% might be all we get for a while until, you know, later this fall during the election. Maybe we'll see some sell-offs. So that's that one. And then this 112-5, I probably could have closed out a while ago, but I forgot I had kind of split it up. This is one where I did take like $12 of profit on the hedge. And so right here is this single leg down here that I reopened, and the original position is right here. So let's see. Yeah, I took this, the put spread, I took a small profit on 2 weeks after I opened it. So after fees, I locked in $12.16. I then rolled that down to another one down here, and that one's still open now because that's part of the free hedge. So let me add all these up real quick here. Okay, so I've got these selected here. There's 4 legs of the 112-5. There's 3 in a row right here, and then there's one more right here, line 32. And grand total, I have locked in $88.20. So that's awesome. That's way more than the usual $50 I'm shooting for. So that worked out great. I locked in that puny 12 bucks, rolled it out, and now that's a free hedge. I think that covers everything that got closed for that account. And then I did kind of do something new here. I called it a credit hedge -1. And it's right here. It's just a put ratio spread where the one short is like 4 times bigger than the one long, but then I buy 2 longs, so it offsets. So total credit, I got $49 total credit. And then I just put in, if I take 50% of the short side of it, that will give me, you know, $15 before fees, and then after fees, it'll be like 9 bucks. So it's kind of like a way of doing the Black Swan hedge, except I'm not paying a debit to start it out with, right? It's super far out of the money. I mean, look at this, 3,100 on the long puts, but 4,500, that's pretty far out there. It's only a 6 delta, and then the 1 delta for the 2 long puts. And yeah, so when that comes off at 50%, it will, you know, I'll just have these 2 naked long puts. So in theory, if the market crashed like 1,000 points, these would start making a crap ton of money. But that's about as close as I'm ever going to get to playing like some sort of Black Swan hedge. And the main reason I did this, or one of the main reasons, is because I was just looking to get something on. and this takes only like $100 of buying power. So I was like, okay, whatever, I can take that. So, you know, and unless the market crashes like 1,000 points, this is going to make me like $8 in profit approximately, and then I'll end up with 2 long puts. So if I keep doing this over and over again, I could potentially have 4, 6, 8 long naked puts that were paid for, right? Like legit paid for, and I never paid a debit for them, right? I got a credit, let part of it decay, and then close it out and get the free hedge. That's about as close as I'm going to get to some sort of black swan hedge type deal. And we'll see. I mean, maybe that won't even work, but at least this setup gets me a credit, where when I did it up top here at first, the whole 3 buy 3 sell 5 or whatever thingamabobber, you know, that was for a debit. So that's the only new position I've opened up in the futures account, and everything else here is just chugging along. I had this short put from 2 weeks ago and it's at 30%. 112-9 is churning along just fine. So, all right, so then down here, you know, I got all these free hedges now. 7 and 8 free hedge, they both had the same strike. So that's actually 2 free hedges in one. And then this is the 5 and the 6. So 7, 8. I technically have 4 free hedges. The earliest one comes off here in 30 days, but then these are open for 58 and 86 days. And then I opened up this one just last week because I literally had no positions on this account. And yeah, I was like, I gotta have something on. So I opened this a week ago and it's currently up 9%, $9. I guess I'll look at the spreadsheet real quick here for this and come to define risk. And as you can see here, these 3 closed out here. And you know, what's the average here? 46-day average for those 3 positions. So yeah, worked out. Everything, you know, that got me my $50, give or take. Let's see, I mean, I can do this real quick here. So that got me $50.13. This one got me 45. I did take that one off a little early, that's right. Yeah, just because the IV is so low. You know, IV dropped all the way to 6. When I opened this thing, IV was at 40. It's like I had $45. I didn't really want to risk it. You know, I wasn't really risking much per se, other than just more time being in the trade. So when IV goes from 40, or IV rank technically, it goes from 40 down to like, I guess I closed it at 8. You know, that's a pretty big IV crush. It's been 41 days. So I just decided to take the money. I mean, I want 50, I only got 45. Close enough. And then this other one got me $62.10. So there you go. That makes up all the difference. So if I count all these together, let's see, if I go here to there, I think. Yeah, I made $157 on those 3 positions. So a little bit over $50 each after fees on average. So there you go. And I just, you know, this is another 1122 and nothing unusual there. So that's that. I'm definitely looking to get something on here with, you know, I guess both of these accounts really. They're not, I'm low on positions, so, but IV is super low. So in theory, if you're following the Tasty Trade stuff, you wouldn't want to have a ton of positions on, but I don't know. I tried following their stuff and their rules and it never worked out. So I am hoping for just some sort of down day. But other than that, yeah, pretty soon here, I'm just going to put something on because I can wait. I think I figured with this purple account here, I can wait like 2 weeks to put on a position before then it's like so much time's passed that I'm like losing money, right? I'm just here to sell time, basically. It's nice if the IV's high because then I can get even farther out of the money, but it's still, I sell everything for the same amount of credit or approximately, and the only thing difference with the IV is that it pushes me even farther away from the money, right? So that's what I'm looking for. Hopefully I get a down day here soon. You know, otherwise I technically have 3 positions on here, but these 2 are really small positions. And then, you know, this one's a more normal one. Oh, this is the 100-point wide one. Anyways, I would definitely like to get at least one more on this one, and then, you know, another one here. And let's see, when's the last time? I guess I opened this credit hedge thing 2 days ago. Yeah, so this account, definitely, it's like the same thing, you know, with my balance. It's nice to get a new position on like every 2 weeks. So I guess if you count this one, I just did one 2 days ago. So I might have to wait 2 more weeks to open that one. But the defined risk, I am only 1 week away from opening a new position, and that's it. Oh, and then I lost $30 because in this futures account, because I thought I was clever and I had all this buying power. I was like, oh, I could do something short term. So I think I tried to go long on futures at one point, and then literally the minute after I bought it, there was like a gap down of like 5 points, and I lost like 25 bucks. I was like, this is so stupid. So I burned that 25 bucks. So really this is at like negative 25. Like I'm almost back to break even, and that's great. So I just gotta sit on my hands and, you know, every week or 2 open up like one position in one or both of these accounts and just let time decay. Guess that's it. All right, thanks for tuning in. This is a little bit longer. If you made it to the end, thanks a lot. If you have any questions, comments, tips, whatever, man, leave them in the comments, and I'll reply back. So, all right, thanks again. See ya.